need people to bandage their toes up. I need people to maybe put on some steel-toed boots. If your feet is in the aisle, move them back because they're about to get stepped on tonight. The reason why they're going to be stepped on, first of all, let me pause, stop. Wait a minute. Let me first and foremost rise and give praise to the great God of the universal law. And those who are not familiar with the doctrine or the principles of the Moorish Temple of America, Allah, we just speaking of the universal creator that's known by many names and many lands. But he is the causeless cause and the rootless root from which all things have grown. And if you worship a God that has created but has not been created, he's a creator but has not been created. He makes but has not been made, but has not been produced. Then we share something in common. We serve the same universal creator. I give honor to his noble, illustrious prophet, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. This is the brother born in 1886 in the state of North Carolina. He was the first to teach you that you are not a Negro. He was the first to teach you that you are not black, nor were you colored, nor were you African American or Afro American. He was the first to teach that. There was none before him. There were some maybe suspected. He was the first to organize a conscientious doctrine out of the book of Muhammad, which we call the Holy Quran, where the prophet teaches us where he received his power and authority. He was the first to organize and teach Islam here. I said organize and teach Islam. No, he wasn't the first Muslim here. He was the first to organize it. Hold up, organize it for the redemption of mankind here in Northwest of Mexico, as we like to call it, here in America. He was the first. He was the first. He was the first to tell you that you was descended from the northwest, southwestern shores of Africa. He was the first to tell you that. And honor that brother for that. Even if you don't subscribe to more science, even if you don't subscribe to more science, give your ancestor his honor. Give him his honor. Give him his just due. Don't battle it and talk about somebody was before him or somebody thought about this. Man, give the man his just due. If it's only from a historical perspective, give him his just due. Stop letting people rob our people, and we need to stop robbing our people of their just due. Honor to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I honor all y'all in the chat because y'all with me tonight, and some of y'all gonna be with me, and at the end some of y'all won't be. Because we gonna talk something. Listen, let me tell you something. What the Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought, he brought something that was workable. He didn't bring us something that was cultish, as we know what cultish is. And when I'm talking about cultish, I'm talking about like Ruby Ridge. If you're old enough to know about Ruby Ridge, you know what I mean? Or Waco. Now, he didn't bring us nothing like that. And those who follow this type of ideology are being separate and are island unto themselves, expatriating and all of this stuff. That's not the Prophet Noble Drew Ali doctrine, and we're gonna get into that. But first, let me see what guests I got here, because I don't see the picture. I don't see the brother. I don't know who that is there. Who that is? Who that right there? Come on, surprise me. Who that? You gotta unmute your mic if you can hear me. Press unmute your mic, and you can come on in, brother.
Islam.
There you go. brother, can you turn on your camera, brother? I want to see my brother.
The camera off. Islam, that's a great. That's why I was wondering what's going on.
Brother, you got the camera control, not me. Let me see. You got the camera control, not me.
Oh, it just says you, and it's just got what will be the profile.
I don't see you. I see a man right there looking crazy. You got to hit your camera button. I can't hit your camera button. You know what I mean? You brothers need to see my brother, CJ Shaw L. My brother, CJ Shaw L, he comes from Mecca. He comes I don't know what the Mecca is.
I'm trying to get the camera together, bro. I'm trying to get the camera together.
Hold on, bro. I said I was going to, I said I was going to, I already broke what I said. I get excited. I get excited. But brother, I don't know, you want to work with your camera if you can.
I'm definitely trying to work it out. Tab is using your camera.
If you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. But we about to build today, brother. Can you see me is the question.
Yeah, I can definitely see you, bro.
If you can see me, then you'll be able to see.
There we go. There we go.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
My brother.
Hey. Moorish World TV. Hold up.
Yes, sir.
Let me give him over the stop.
Hey. Hey. I got the brother Sheikh Kirkman-Bey with me.
Sheikh George. Hey, Sheikh Shakur, you gotta work with me more. I get excited when the family come together. I'm trying to tell you, we're gonna knock some heads. They're gonna be mad today. Yeah, they're gonna be mad today because they say in the chat, Kirkman-Bey got that youthful energy. Let me tell you something. Family, I'm excited. This is Moorish American Muslim time. Y'all, if y'all missing the boat, y'all better come on and swim out because we already taking off. Y'all better swim out and jump on. Don't miss the boat. Don't miss the boat. This is Moorish American Muslim time. Ain't the prophet said we send them old Moors in the back. Guess what? We're not asking them to go in the back. We just doing the work that we got to do, and they got to get out the way. That's what it is. Listen. We love the elders. We love what they set up for us to do. We love the energy. We love the material. We love the research. But now it's time for the workers to come in. Time for the workers to come in. And we about to do some work. So, brother, come on into the chat. Let the people know who you are. Man, I feel the love through the ether of the sport. I miss you, brother. I ain't seen you since I came to the shop. Come on, talk to me. Let the people know who you are.
First and foremost, we want to bow down our earthly crown in humble and submissive obedience to supreme discretion. Allah be His sweet and holy name. The creator of all things, the governor of all that's been created. Islam, the cause is cause, the root is root, from which all things have come. I got a sheik on my line now. I got to text the sheik back. Pardon us. Again, giving all perfect praise to Allah, Father of the universe, Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Islam. Giving honor to our Prophet Noble Drew Ali, the founder of the Moorish American of America, the first to kick over those tombstones of those Negro rivers who lay down and go with the flow, them fabricated colored folks, them dead black people and them divided Ethiopians, Islam, and them confused Afro-Americans too. Pardon us, I know those was the ones in the salon. But anyway, so we also give our honors to the Harbinger Marcus Messiah Garvey, the forerunner of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, who demonstrated purity, made flesh to prepare us to receive that love. We send our honors to all past and present leaders of the Moorish American of America who did their part to keep the doors open. We send our honors to our national grand sheikhs, Anis Bey, Anis Bey, Islam, formerly Anis Sanders Bey, Islam, praise Allah for the record, and her official staff, Islam. What was that face about? Oh, we're going to get to that. Islam. We want to.
I'm so excited. I'm spilling water on myself. I mean, Mo, let me tell you something. I'm looking at the chat, and the sister in the chat say, "Wasn't that the brother from the Shah?" I'm excited, brother. I told you we kindred spirits, brother. I'm trying to. We the type of Moors that gonna be things. What I said in the Mecca, bag to bag.
Islam, absolutely.
Right, this war back to back.
Islam.
So
Islam, we don't care that.
I hope ain't nobody, y'all ain't got ain't no scare Moors around here. You know, we start talking like that, they start quoting, you know, you couldn't speak radical and all that stuff. We ain't no radical. You don't speak radical while y'all making a public speech. Nah, man, we telling the truth today, man. Justice must take its course. Brother Shakur, come on in, my brother. Let the people know who you are, my brother.
We give all praise and honors. We give all praise to our holy, our illustrious, all of the attributes of love, the one who created us, the one that threw us forward, Allah. We give all honors to the love thought, Noble Drew Ali, who truly has brought us our salvation, who has given us the thought to save ourselves.
Indeed.
Give all honors to Marcus Messiah Darwin for teaching us race pride so that we can be prepared to receive the thought of love. Islam. I am Brother Abdul Moorish Bey. Many here in Mecca or even in other territories know me as Sheikh Shakur Bey. Islam. Soon, and hopefully we will get to that address as humbly and as symbolically as possible. I'm gonna keep that short because I can at times elaborate to the extent where it's not necessary. Islam?
Islam. Well, you're gonna have a minute, my brother. You definitely gonna have a minute to elaborate due to the fact that I need people to understand that we, as dedicated members of the teachings and the followers of Prophet Noble Drew Ali and the Moorish Science Temple of America, brother, it's time for us to draw the line in the sand. What is Moorish science and what's not? You understand what I'm saying? And what I mean by what is Moorish science, what is not? You know, people think that they're able to buy some freedom off the internet. People think that they're able to buy some nationality cards and they can go flash them now. Not only, see, back in the day during the prophet time, the prophet say stop flashing your identification card. And the Moors took heed, some didn't. Today, they not only flash them, they make new improved ones. You know what I'm saying? They make new improved nationality cards. And so that's the first thing that I want to look into. When we look at the teachers of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, my brother CJ Shaw, first, my brother, let me ask you, what, like I was telling you earlier, I said that people have a misinterpretation of what the movement that was put to the ground by the Prophet by the will of Allah, have a misunderstanding what it was dedicated to. Brother, I see you boots on the ground. I see you, brother, that picture with that flag, brother, and you walking, yeah, that did something. Brother, what do you see the movement is dedicated to from the time of the Prophet to the time now? Because time, it shouldn't change. Time never was. So what the Prophet was dedicated to and what is it dedicated to now from your point of view, my brother?
From my point of view, the Moorish Science of America is founded for the uplifting of fallen humanity. Period.
Islam. And what does that encompass when you say uplifting fallen humanity? Because that's a broad brush. In short, what would you say that encompass in your daily routine of uplifting fallen humanity?
In all sincerity, there is no way to shorten such a broad stroke. It's a conflict that can't be told in words. We can't circumscribe the thought of Allah. In all sincerity. But some of the few attributes that we can address readily, that we see, like I said, not every day, being the things that are needed most by our people. Housing, food, employment, security, and culture. But yeah, those things. I didn't want to run those off like that, but yeah, basically those things. Again, the uplifting.
So more, when you say something like that, right? My brother Shakur Bey, right?
Islam.
Yeah. I'm gonna let my brother touch on that, and then I'm gonna move forward and show you exactly where I'm going with this. So, my brother, in your daily travels, brother, what do you consider being a parcel of uplifting fallen humanity? Like, what do you do in your daily to uplift fallen humanity? Because, and the reason why it may sound like, oh man, that's a simple question, but on this crazy internet, on this crazy social media, they think uplifting fallen humanity is posting something every day that makes somebody say woo.
Oh, that question was answered simply in the one-on-ones. How does the prophet get uplift Moorish American? By teaching them to be themselves.
Absolutely, absolutely. So people think that that's completely done on social media. You know what I mean? But I see that on the ground.
That's a sign. That's like a sign. That's somebody looking at something from the distance saying, "Oh, it's like that." It's reading something like this. You have to live the life accordingly. You understand?
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
This is a being. You understand? Being. You get it?
Come on, brother, bring it in.
I want to read something. Well, first you asked, what do I do on a daily basis to uplift fallen humanity? Now, for one, we have a clear conception that it's not Moorish American Muslim responsibility to uplift fallen humanity.
Islam.
We draw that's the purpose and the reason why the Moorish Science Temple of America was founded.
Islam.
That's how I began to uplift myself. That's how I began to think. Moorish Science Temple of America, so that these ancient teachings, if you must, these timeless lessons for man, Islam, it's only one place for us to receive such, where it's proper and it's in accordance with Allah. To camel back on what the Sheikh demonstrated earlier in reference to your question, I'm losing myself for a moment. First, let me read. I want to read this real quick first, okay? We're going to be reading from the Moorish literature. Islam. I'll be reading. Prophet makes plea to nation.
Praise the Lord. I'm talking about. Come on, talk to me, brother.
Our divine and national movement stands for specific grand principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And I, the prophet, am applying to all loyal, faithful Moors, members, and the American citizens to help me in my great uplifting acts of uplifting fallen humanity among the Asiatic race and nation. For I have suffered much and severely in the past through misunderstandings of what the movement was dedicated to.
Praise the Lord. That's right.
It is the great God Allah alone that guides the destiny of this nation and national movements. So that right there obliterates whoever is saying, I'm this, I'm that, this, that, and the other. You are not leading it. Allah is.
Praise the Lord. That's right.
Islam?
That's right.
Continuing on.
Islam.
I know all true American citizens are identified by national descent names to another and apply to the free national constitution of this free national republic of the United States of America.
Sure.
That's why I am calling on all true national citizens to help me morally and financially in my great work I am doing to help this national government. For without a free national name with a descent flag of your forefathers, hold on. For without a free national name with a descent flag of your forefathers, there is not a national divine title of the government in which we live. This is from your true and divine prophet unto all American and foreign citizens. The key is right there, Mo. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the earth land which thy Lord thy God Allah hath given thee. If you're not doing it proper, you're going to look like you're a fool. You're going to be going to the internet versus the MST of A.
Islam. And the reason why I pose that question more, because we got people that are innocently looking to uplift themselves and trying to find themselves. And when you go to the internet, this is one of the things you can find on the internet. You can find stuff like this. It's a nationality card.
That's not a nationality card. Don't say that.
That's what I like to hear.
Let's straighten that out first. For the record, boy, I'm inviting people. I'm inviting people for the record. I'm tuned in. That's not a nationality card. Don't do that.
Hey, bro. They sell it as a nationality card for 30. This is my brother. And let me stop this for a minute. Bro, that's why you my God. So let me stop it for a minute. Family, listen.
That's nothing.
Those who are selling they're nothing against you. The Prophet Noble Ali teaches us that man's ideal is his God. And as man unfolds, his God unfolds.
Islam.
Trying to do is address the ideal in which people subscribe to the individual. Don't think for a second that I have something against the individual.
I don't know who that is. We talk about nationality cards.
But I'm about to call the name. I'm about to call the name, and I want the individual to know that I have nothing against him. Deal. The ideal is that Prophet Noble Ali brought us a proper card for the Moorish Science Temple of America.
Islam.
And a ceremony and form to do so, they're required.
Praise the Lord.
And with that, let's first share this nationality card. This is what it is.
Islam.
This is your nationality identification card for the Moorish Science Temple of America. Family, if you're not familiar with this, once you enter into the Moorish Science Temple of America and you say that you want to proclaim your nationality, these are given to you. Some may say, well, you can receive this at an expense, but it ain't really much, maybe $1 or $2, whatever the case may be, because it costs to print the thing. But I don't mean to call the thing stuff a lot, but you get my point. I just like to flow with it and keep it very basic and simple. But when you join the Moorish Science Temple of America, I want people to know this. God here is not unique to every temple. This one says 6319 St. Lawrence Street. Another one may say Michigan, Mount Flint, Michigan, or Flint, Michigan. Another one might say this, but basically they're the same thing. Some of the addresses may change. But now listen, magic wand. It's not that. This is your nationality and identification card for the Moorish Science Temple of America and birthright for Moorish Americans, etc. That's what it is. When people try to make it more than what it is, that's when they confuse other people. So now back to what I was hitting on over here. Now we have all of these cards right here. This one here, if I'm not mistaken, comes from a brother from the Moorish Holy Temple of Science, a brother named MST out there in North Carolina. Now he sells this as he called it a nationality card, and he called it also a pass. You need a passport picture on the front, and we could go to the site a little bit. But here's another one here. Right here, Mario Marino L. Bay. This the brother told me that I was captive in Baltimore by the municipalities. That's what he told me. I was slave. So this brother's from Canada here. Look, we got this brother here is Kirkman-Bey. He got one. He got a one. He makes one too. I mean, we got them all over. This brother here, I don't know where he from. He from Moore. He got one too.
Why? Like, for what?
They got one too. Hold up, I ain't finished yet. They want to just confuse all the people. Check it out. They got one too. This brother here, he got one too. I mean, this sister here, she got Order of the Mother Star, Tribal Society. This sister, her name is Mary Bowles-Bay. I mean, this one here is the identification card and travel ID, student ID. They sell on RV-Bay publication. Here's another one. But look, man, we can go on for days. The problem is, right there for 1 second. The problem is this. The Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought none of that.
Right.
People are masquerading as Moorish American Muslims and selling it under the impression that they follow the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Not. That's the purpose of this show. And we're going to go over these documents in a second. But those who are perpetrating, well, I'm not saying that you cannot make IDs associated with the Moorish Temple of America or the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, because that is not the standard.
That's the issue.
Demonstrate.
That's not the standard. You can make how many IDs you want. But when you associate them with the Prophet Noble Drew Ali and the Moorish Temple of America, then you are out of order. And we, as Moorish American Muslims, ministers, grand sheiks, divine ministers, grand sheiks, it's up to us and members and of all officials. It's up to us to take the charge and say, hold up, something got to stop, man. Because you ain't gonna be fraudulently losing my ID. You can't be doing this. Brother CJ Shaw, you want to chime in on that, my brother?
Absolutely. See, my thing about that is this, Mo. You know, with these offshoot groups, like you said, these guys got one, those guys got one, these guys got one. I can't really respond to any of those guys, you John, because those guys are outside the Moorish Temple of America. You see what I'm saying? That's the issue. All the various offshoots outside of the Moorish Temple of America, trying to pretend that they are the Moorish Temple of America. You see what I'm saying? That's the original issue. We want to stop trying to pretend that they're something that they're not. Either come on home to the Moorish Temple of America, take what the Prophet brought you, everything it takes to save a nation, and go from there. One don't have to create something and reinvent the wheel when it's already here for you.
Islam. And I want people to know this, that when you begin to look, listen. We even got brothers right now that are, let's keep it 100. I'm going straight to it. Let's go straight to it. Work with me real quick. Anything you want to add to that, the brother Kirkman-Bey, because I'm about to go do something. We're gonna start up some stuff.
Yeah, I wanted to add something. I wanted to say something and then read again from our prophet's words. Islam.
Praise the Lord.
I wanted to say the one thing is that discipline is a very key thing when it comes to the practice of Islam. Islam, if you are truly seeking more light in Islam, you need to look at yourself and ask, do I have the discipline to live according to this? Because I'm saying that for one reason, and I'm sure that the domes that are present will pick up on it when I read this here. Caveat emptor. Moors are men, upright, independent, and fearless, who care for their loved ones and follow the prophet to a destiny which is not uncertain nor unknown. They are fortified by the impregnable doctrine built upon love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. It is therefore folly at its greatest heights for smelly culprits with their insidious plans to invade such a realm. They try, but their own bad planning brings them down, wrath upon their heads like the sword of old Damocles' head. Intrigue and scurrilous cunnings find a difficult path to travel within the ranks of the Moors. This is so because the Moorish movement has been well planned by Prophet Noble Drew Ali.
whose latent powers are abundant, unknown, and may be called into action as a matter of defense at any moment. Prophet Noble Drew Ali knows the people within his ranks who are interested. They are vanguards of the movement as the Moorish hordes increase here in America. All of the Moors are active, not passive. A member's interest can only be in one direction, and having traveled over the roads years before, the prophet knows where every member is along the road. A few feet more. IDs, all of that, internet, all of that, Mo. A few feet. It looked like it. A few feet below is another road where schemers work, where traitors grin, and culprits bask in the sun. They think they are on the same road with the true Moors, but the Moors are high above on a pinnacle where they might not view the destructionists as they fall for the last time and their bones bleach in the sultry midday sun. Hungry scavengers flying high catch scent, devour, and leave, crying out, "Coming out into the world!" Cast out the dead carcass. The Moors high above see these plotters, purveyors, the worst that exists. I said the worst that exists. You pretending to be wise. Hurl themselves downward by their own works as the hawks wait. Islam?
Islam. Islam, family. And I put up the good brother because I pray that his intentions are good. In the same breath. My heart may be, intentions may be good, but in the intent could be the flaw. You know what I mean? We heard the demonstration. The road paved to hell is paved with good intentions. So, paved. Yeah, it's paved with good intentions.
Look, right? I keep I keep a little something for these particular conversations, right? You know, I keep a little something with you. You know what I mean? I'm from here, so you know what I mean. Might as well, right? Make use of the recorded deeds office, right? You know, the prophet filed what they call affectionately our authority or document number 10105905.
It's not.
You join. This is a long form. I keep the demo with me. You know, you see the. Yeah, I keep the demo with me. You know, at the bottom it says right here, you know, if you can't see it, look at the back of your questionnaires. It's on the back of everybody's questionnaire. The information is right there for everybody. And said, Moorish of America, adopted as its corporate name, the following. Moorish of America. It's plain. Like all those other names is the first red flag without the green star in the center. You join? Like the first time you see that demonstration, you should run.
Brother, you teach it hard, brother. And you know what, brother? And see, this is what people need to know. Family, listen. Prophet Noble Drew Ali was not a zealot. Prophet Noble Drew Ali wasn't an extremist. Prophet Noble Drew Ali, American Muslim, and wanted to be accepted, and whether you accept it or not, be respected thereof. That's it. Yeah. If you didn't want to do that, then guess what? Just get out my lane, and I get out yours, and let's do our thing. So with that, I want to bring some clarification and show just the simplicity of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. What I'm going to bring up right now is this is for the family that may not be familiar with Moorish signs, and those that are. What I brought up right here is this is a Moorish guide. And y'all can't see this, but I'm going to point to where I'm at, and I'm going to actually read from my record. See, now this is something that you might haven't seen on the internet. You know what I mean? Because I'm to Kirkman-Bey. I got a few other things.
I know you got some things up in your backpack.
That's that big boy talk I talk. You know, back in the day, I used to talk that big boy stuff. You know, now I'm a big Moorish American, so I still kind of slip it in sometimes. Yeah, I got these 23s. You know how we used to. Anyway,
you bring it
up. You know how we used to. So anyway, boys, listen, and family, Prophet Noble Drew Ali was so flexible when it comes to uplifting people and trying to bring our people together. I'm going to read this ad right here at Unity Hall. This is where the prophet and the temple and all the main events were happening at Unity Hall in Chicago. I'm not even going to see when people read these ads or these articles out within the Moorish Guide, they always go to the article. But me, I'm a researcher, investigator on the simplicity of its charms. I like the simple things. So I looked at the ads. Let me read this ad. Now you can't see it, but I'm telling you, I will let you. I'll let you download this. I'll put the link somewhere. I don't know. At the bottom of the page, you can download it. But let me read this ad. The Prophet Noble Drew Ali placed the ad in the Moorish Guide, and it's right here for Unity Hall. But before we go there, let's show who he let people place ads in the paper. This here is HGO Davenport. What he did was he did signs, commercial land advertising, illustrating, designing, cartooning. He lived, or his office was at 3127 Cottage Grove Avenue. Business phone was Douglas 6500 Chicago, Illinois. Now this guy was named Davenport. We don't see an L or Bay. What that means is that he was allowing people to market and promote and advertise within the Moorish Guide.
Yes, sir. I can't hear you.
Hear me now?
Yeah, I heard you say you don't see an L or Bay. He was allowing.
I said you don't see an L or Bay, but you know his name is Davenport. And that was, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me see if the people can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me, and I'm gonna keep it flowing.
You breaking up real bad.
You sure it's me, my brother? Press 1 if y'all can hear me. Am I breaking up? I'm in the crowd now. Okay, so I don't know. They got a little delay. Let me see what they say real quick.
Yeah.
So anyway, can you hear me? All right, so listen, family. Let me stop this real quick. Oh, my bad. I didn't went into the chat. Look at that. So I think they can hear me. But if I'm breaking up, I'm gonna just let it flow. Anyway, Geo Davenport, he was not a Moor. It seemed to be that he was not a Moor. Second person, it was Luke A. Atman. And this was a guy, this Tuskegee idea. This Tuskegee idea. He did plumbing, heating, and contractor. He placed an ad. What I'm trying to get to is that the prophet was not inclusive of just Moors. He worked with everybody. Let me go down a little bit more. Clark Green, we know he was a Moor, and he was a real estate agent. But I'm going to get to the advertisement of Unity Hall. And Unity Hall, a hospitable and convenient public gathering place, has every facility parties need. Breakfast and evening dances, balls, receptions, banquets, club meetings, rehearsals, fraternal meetings, church services, shows at 3140 Indiana Avenue. I wanted to read that. Why did I want to read that? I want to read that to show that we need to get to our commerce side. No, we don't want to compromise the integrity of the Moorish Science Temple of America. But the Prophet Noble Drew Ali was a businessman. And we need to get to the business of uplifting our people. And in order to do that, we're going to have to be able to bring the things to the table that Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought to the table, because obviously they're not being brought to the table as we speak by our counterparts, whoever they may be. My brother in the Mecca doing, he know what I'm doing. So he know I'm not talking about him, meaning that we time to step the game up. Because all of these brothers on the internet trying to sell you an ID for $55 or a book for $1,500, they ain't doing nothing in the community. Where is the money going? That's what we need to know. They taking our people money, they fleecing our people. Where is the money going? So my brother, CJ Shaw, like I said, the reason why I read that, and I can go on and on. You got the Chicago Meat Company, you got the printing, another printing company, an attorney, Joseph E. Snowden, Garrard. He was a sold cigars. What that's all about. The point of the matter is that Prophet Noble Drew Ali was a type of person that was as liberal as they come, if you want to use the term liberal. He was not a fanatic to perpetrate as if the Prophet Noble Drew Ali was a fanatic, need to get off of it. Come on, brother CJ Shaw. You want to chime in, my brother? CJ Shaw? Yeah, I muted you, boy.
Well, look, right? Like, I won't say that the prophet was like liberal, you know, but because the prophet was a lawman, you know what I mean? Like, let's be clear on that. You feel me? But you know, in that same breath, you know, the prophet was a manager of resources. It takes finance to uplift the nation. You know, finance isn't money. Finance is the management of assets. Assets are basically things on the plus side of life, your resources. You understand? And the prophet said that the newspaper, the free press, was one of the greatest resources in the hand of our people today. You don't know, at least it's reported that the prophet said that. Now, when we get into that, things like resources like the newspaper, you know, it's for us as Moorish Americans to have some things of ourselves and for ourselves to offer to the rest of society, like a newspaper. You see what I'm saying? Now we can dictate what type of literature is being disseminated throughout our communities from a Moorish standpoint, as opposed to reading the Chicago Sun-Times or your Herald or whatever, you know, which is going to be news or rhetoric from a particular standpoint. You know what I mean? Advertisements and things like that, of things that may be detrimental, you know, things that we may not stand by and what have you. You know, media in itself being an avenue of communication. You know, this was a resource that was greatly utilized and regulated by the people for the people.
Islam. When I say liberal, I'm looking at the liberal
for the people, but from ourselves, not to be somebody else's idea. From a more
absolutely. And when I say liberal, I'm speaking straight from the dictionary version of liberal, which means being able to get away from the traditional value system that was designed. Yourself and say, I'm creating my own lane. And that's what the Prophet Noble Drew Ali did. He created his own lane by the will of Allah. He didn't go with anything that, just think about it. The Prophet Noble Drew Ali came and said, in our questionnaire, what is your religion? Islamism. That was something unheard of. Unheard of. Yet he defined it by days. People want to define it scholastically. When the prophet defined it, you see Moors everywhere. You see Moors in grocery stores. You see Moors teaching. You see Moors setting up temples. You see them being dispatched everywhere. And that was the Islamism of that day. Today, the Islamism that we see, it seems as though that we're missing the intricate part of the work.
Ism. The Islam. The Ism part. Practice and study.
So I'm looking at the chat right now. and I see if any question come up. So this is one thing I want to show my brother. Brother, speak on the ism part while I look this up real quick.
Well, the ism part, like I said, being the active practice and study of, right? Of course, we have Islam. Islam being that universal peace. So again, we talk about this active practice and study of that universal peace. You join? Not just the study, but also the practice, the actuality of it, the living of this peace. You see what I'm saying? And the only way that can be done is, of course, it's through study. You know what I mean? So there goes that whole old mentality of we gonna do what we want to do. No, we're gonna be active and live life accordingly. You know, we're gonna actively move in the signs of that peace.
It's not.
Once you study that.
It's not. So what I see, right, when I go and I hear people saying that they represent the Moorish Science Temple of America, begin to see that. I'm trying to find that. Real quick. You found your mic because it's echo. Yeah, a lot of people be trying to cash in. And so what I'm doing right now, my brother, is show people that hold up now. Individual cashes in on the Moorish Science Temple of America. The Moorish Science Temple of America is collective divine, national and divine movement that we should be moving in the same direction. Not moving in the same direction. I don't even want to say I'm forced, but we need to call it out. And we need to call it out to the degree that just to say that this is not it. This is not it. When I look at a brother, let me see this. I'm about to pull up a site real quick. Hey, brother Shakur, you want to add in, my brother? You got to unmute. Add in, my brother. You got to unmute because I'll be muting you because it be echoing.
Islam. I was just camelbacking and going to say just Act 6 and exactly what you're saying. With us, all members must proclaim their nationality. Man. If they're not with us, if they're not at the Moorish Science Temple of America, and it's plain and simple, going to a Moorish Science Temple of America, and you find out the standards of that temple, of that subordinate temple where you are, and proclaiming your nationality, and you follow those guidelines that are given to you in accordance with the law. As you stated, there is no individualism. We're a unit. Unity. Islam, there is no way that you can move about it without giving the authority to move about it.
I want to, if I may, partners, nationality is indicative of one's culture. You understand? If I tell you that we're going to go see my Mexican buddies, or we finna go hang out or stay the weekend or summer with my Mexican buddies, you should have already within your mind the understanding of what languages you might hear, what foods you might eat. You understand what clothes, colors, and just all sorts of things about those type of people simply because of the national name that has been attached to those people. If I tell you we're going to hang out with my Chinese buddies, you know what I'm saying, or my Russian buddies, or my German buddies, you understand? There are certain things that come with those names, which is a part of their culture. You understand? Which is indicative of what you will accept and what you expect. You understand? So the Moorish Science of America, you join, our nationality is Moorish American. So that should let you know that there are certain things that we will accept and certain things that we expect. You understand? We have a culture and a proud one at that. We don't play about it. You understand? Ain't nobody's walking around no black feathers on. You ain't earned one, for the record. You join one of those brothers that you show whose nationality on the show, yeah, they know. We don't play that. You join? Ain't no walking around saying that you a sheik this and a sheik that and you this and that, and you haven't earned the right to do so. You join? Ain't no running around making up your own flags and cards and extra names and no. We have a proud culture. You understand? With free national standards. You understand? And each subordinate temple, you understand, is to form under the laws, under the grand covenant, a part of the divine covenant of love, peace, freedom, and justice, and form their own laws that are in conjunction with the laws of the grand major temple. In conjunction being the key. Are you in conjunction?
Islam. Islam.
Praise the Lord.
Now, my brother, I'm at the echo. What I'm looking up now, my brother, is I did a show a few weeks ago with these brothers, and they basically, I thought they was coming on to teach, but they actually was coming on to sell a book, and I had to swing the scimitar a couple of times and do what I had to do. But however, brothers here, they're from Marrakesh Society. And what they do is they are definitely trying to cash out. Definitely. And so the problem is, oh yeah, I throw them under the bus. Oh yeah, I ain't got no problem with it. I put them right under the bus, right under the front wheel. So they definitely trying to cash out. So the last time we did a show, they actually confessed and say, well, no, we don't teach what y'all teach. Yet every time I see a post, it's like, well, look, Prophet Noble Ali said, if you want to change the people, change the literature. And so they throw all these plagiarized, bogus books up. I call it what it is, man. I chase the ideal and hit the ideal in the head. The Holy Quran and Mecca said that you throw truth at falsehood and knock his brains out. Prophet Noble Ali said, when love, truth, peace, freedom, and violated, justice must then take its course. We're in an electrified age, in this social media age, and I'm going to address it. Anybody that don't like it, that's their problem. It's all right. Get over it. Anyway, to get a book here, How the Moors Challenge. Now, hold up. How the Moors Challenge European Jurisdiction. $64. We ain't gonna teach this. You need $64 to learn this. Introduction to Moorish Nationality and Status. $40. Now you ain't come. Now you come to me. Don't you come to the temple? You spend $40, and we're gonna teach you about Moorish nationality. Here we go. Hold up, it gets good. Introduction to Moorish race and nationality. Hold up. That just sounds like a flip of this. You know, see my brother CJ Shaw, he used to spit them bars, right? He still spit them bars. So he know how to flip it back and forth. But they must rap too, though. They must rap too, because this is an introduction to Moorish nationality and status. And right here, this is an introduction to Moorish race and nationality. It sounds kind of the same thing. It says that, let's flip the script. Introduction to Moorish treaties. Here we go. We're going to deal with some 1865 and 1840 treaties now for $40. You need to know this stuff to save yourself now. You need to know this stuff. That's what they tell you. Introduction to Moors' right to travel. This is good. This is how you're going to save yourself. Before you can save yourself and get some of this salvation, you got to spend some money here. Now, you got to spend some money here. And this is what's going on here with these brothers here. I got to keep on going, brother. Wait for me. Legal opinions. I can't just Google illegal opinions. I got to pay $40 for some legal opinions. Moorish Myth Busted, Volume 1. What myth are you talking about? Whatever it is, I need to pay $40. Don't y'all spend y'all PayPal on this. Let's go. Moorish Myth Busters, Volume 2. Here we go. Moorish Barat card. That's going to be $60. Ching, ching, ching. See, dope dealers don't want to sell dope no more. Just go sell dope, man. Stop playing, man. Don't try to sell this. They got some certificates. They start at $49 to $84.99. Let's select some options up on here. At me. I'll be in Jersey one day real soon. Y'all can check me out. Anyway, now let's go back because they hide the certificates. Let me see what type of certificate we want here. Oh, they got a whole rack of them. They got a whole rack of them, CJ Shaw here. They got race and national origin certificate. You need that there. That's what you're going to need there. You're going to need certificate of naturalization, certificate of nationality, birth certificate, oath renunciation. Then you're going to need some things. You see what I'm saying? Exemption certificate. So let me go back real quick. I see my brother just came in the chat and he threw something up too. Look at that. New Wapia. You know what I mean? So that's my good brother, Hernandez L from the A. Hey, from the A. Hey, yeah, we're going to turn up on it. That's what we're going to do. But look, so let me finish this and I'm going to let my brother come in real quick. So look, I want to show y'all. I just want to show y'all. So a Moorish personal ID. Miracush, personal ID. Hold up, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. $60 for an ID. For what? For what? A piece of plastic? Hold up, I just skipped my page. Hold up, what it do? What it do? What it do? I just skipped my page. Here we go. Here we go, because I'm almost ready to wrap this up, because you ain't seen nothing yet, CJ Shaw. Let me tell you something, Sheik. Look, so Moorish National and Privatization, $499. That's for the bronze. You need 5 bills. 5 bills. Okay, if you want the silver now, you need a stack. Now you want some salvation. Now you got to go ahead and give them a stack. Don't worry about, man, listen. If you want the gold, man, please, family. Look, a joke is a joke. Look at this. Status Correction Book, Volume 1, $80. Family. A joke is a joke. Family. There is no salvation in this nonsense. I'm telling you what I know. There is no salvation. Don't go down this road just to find out that ain't nothing there. I'm telling you myself. Don't go down this road, find out, just to find out there's nothing there. It's nothing there for you. Man, they selling this stuff, taking your money, and they ain't building nothing. Hold up, let me stop for a minute. Pause for the cause. Sinetta, don't be coming in my chat with this nonsense. That's Sinetta. Man, shout out to Sinetta, man. Sinetta, don't do that, Sinetta, because I'm coming up in Harlem soon, and you know how I get down. Don't do that. I'm across the street from Apollo, flipping over your table too. Stop playing with me, man. You know. Hey, now, hey, Si, I'm coming. Hey, Si, don't come in my chat with this madness, man, because I'm coming to Harlem soon, sooner than you think. You're going to have to get that brother from Boston over there. You know what I mean? You know that little brother from Boston that like act like he black power, but like sling and dibble and that. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, with that being said, let's get back to the show. I got my brother here from the ATL. Brother Hernandez, are you there, my brother? You there, my brother? I don't know. There you go. I can say something else, my brother.
That's it. Okay.
All right, because I feel like this was a salt and pepper concert, and I'm ready to say my mic sound. Hold up now. Stop playing. What's up, my brother? How you doing, Islam?
Man, all is well. All is well.
Hey, brother, I'm just in here swinging the scimitar with my good brother from the Mecca. Man, that's my Hernandez. Just like I told you today, I love you, my brother, because you're a frontline soldier. That's how I feel about my brothers here in the chat with us from the Mecca, man. Frontline soldiers, man. You know what I mean? That old stuff is out the door now. Yeah, we ready.
Islam.
We ready. So, brother, coming through the chat, brother, stand up, let the people know who you are, my brother.
Islam, brother Hernandez ill. I like to rise, all praise to Allah. I like to extend my honors to all of you. For when man honors man, he honors his. But yeah, I heard kind of what was going on. I see y'all chopping some folks up tonight. And justly so, because you know, at the end of the day, we can't have these guys out here unchecked. You know, they've been running free for a long time and wild. And now that, you know, we have the information, we're able to combat this. And, you know, it's an everyday fight because somebody's coming with new plates and new IDs and new stuff every day. But my whole premise on that is people that are doing that are plain and simple agents. No way to get around it. They might not be a paid agent, but they're agent provocateur at least. And you know, I feel bad that some of these brothers may be not in the know and may think they're actually doing somebody some good, but they're just doing harm, you know, and getting our people further and further behind the 8 ball. And instead of doing the work, you know, every time somebody spends that $2,500 for the gold package or $1,500 for this book or that book, you know, that's money that the nation could have actually put to some real use. You just bought a bunch of paper that you could have downloaded yourself. I mean, I have a good friend here in Atlanta that, you know, he paid Brother Polite over $1,000 for a trust and what was the other thing he bought? A trust and a UCC1 statement. So, I mean, the statement itself was $500-600. He gets that. He calls me back like, man, brother, this thing is rejected. So he paid $600 for a piece of paper that he could have downloaded himself off the local Superior Court website. Paid Polite $600 to do whatever he do, transmitting utility, totally bogus. And, you know, it's got a big red rejection stamp, clear as day on it. So, you know, this is all folly. And I hope my people are waking up, and we on here doing our part to try to wake the people up in the right direction, because that's definitely not it. Islam.
See, the thing is this, my brother. We here in the Moorish Temple of America. We're a new generation of Moors, man. It's a new day for the Moors, man. When I first met my brother C.J. Shaw, brother, I already knew it was on. There wasn't no question about it. It was on. I seen me and him. It was on because I already knew, and I already knew what this brother was about. He ain't had to say nothing. He just said, brother, I just seen you on the live, I think, and I just came over. I knew it was on. And so the thing is, man, let me speak on my brother, Sinetta, because he in the chat. That's my guy. We don't agree on everything, but that's my guy. But Sinetta used to say all the time, well, more, y'all be selling packages. I said, that ain't Moorish Science. Well, what about the Moors that be selling that ain't Moorish Science? Well, you don't say nothing to them. You always banging on me. Because I had to knock you out first, Si. See, I had to knock you out. See, once I knocked you, once I knocked that black out, you know what I mean, and put a fez on your head, then I had to go to my brothers and say, man, wake up, let's stop playing. Like, the motivation is to say, man, that stuff ain't working. What's going to work is us coming together with a constructive plan to take it to the next level, as already pre-planned for us by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. His footprints are clearly cut. All we got to do is study it. That's all we got to do. Brother C.J. Shaw, you want to come in, my brother?
Yeah, no, I'm always, in support of following the footsteps clearly cut. That's the issue. A lot of Moors don't understand what this is. They don't understand that this is a holy and divine movement. They don't understand that the Prophet Noble Drew Ali is a holy and divine prophet. That's with the Prophet, not the F and the I. You join, we see y'all. You join for the record. You feel what I'm saying? Like, one don't understand that this thing was divinely prepared. You feel what I'm saying? Particularly, and set a particular way to go a particular way. You join, stop trying to figure out the way, because your way won't work. You join? If ones will get in and sincerely study what the prophet brought, ones will begin to see all of those things up and up for you. You don't gotta chase the little sideway. How can I drive low key? And how can I get this without that? And how can I? None of that. Like sincerely, learn your culture. Learn your culture.
Islam. And let me say this. Again, I want people to know that I am not out. I'm not out to try to throw everybody under the bus that I disagree with. I'm throwing the ideal under the bus. That's it. I'm throwing the ideal under the bus. Here we go with another one. This is my good brother. I say good brother because I hope their intentions are good. I don't know. Allah only knows the man's heart. But this is from R.V. Bey Publications. Now, I can go on here forever and ever and ever. But let's just start with, they got 3 cards they offer for $130. 3 cards. One is a nationality card, one is a right to travel card, and one is a student ID. Now, there is no brick and mortar to be following and to be walking down the halls with a student ID. This is some internet stuff here. And you need a student ID for the internet class. You see? So they sell that for $50. And this was my brother Taj Tariq used to push. I don't know if he's still with it or not. But you don't need these cards. These cards ain't gonna do nothing for you. I'm telling you what to know. They're not gonna do nothing for you. Period, point blank. You know, so we need to understand that your salvation will not be found online. Let's see what else they got. They got Moorish Divine National Movement Study Tools. Let's see what they got. How much these? See, they got good prices here though. So they make $2. They make $2. They make $2. Just $2. They $10, $5. But imagine this been sold for over 20 years. This stuff has been sold for over 20 years. And if they have a school online after 20 years, they couldn't build a brick and mortar. And then people will come to the defense of this. This is nonsense. Come on, brother Shael.
My thing is this, Mo. You know, when I was living in the capacity of what I was, you know, Negro Black and Colored, you join, I wouldn't go to the gas station to get Jordans, going to some kind of offshoot to get nationality. Let's be for real. We get down on people who go buy knockoff anything. Nationality?
Teach, brother.
How?
Teach.
I'm just saying. It's called the Moorish Science Temple of America. If you're not in a Moorish Science Temple of America, it's an offshoot unit. Them ain't J's, them jump men. I'm just saying, Mo.
Hey, Mo, but that's how you got
to.
Hey, Mo, one thing about me, Mo, I got to be the natural me, Mo. They're not J's, they jump man. I gotta be natural me. That's who I am, Mo. I give it to it how it is. So look, I want to do this. Got some. Let me see if but look, so we got another brother, like our brother named I wish I could pull up the site right now. The brother Bey. He sell a package for almost $1,500. He sell a package, you know. Hey brother, take control of the mic for a second. Talk to the people. Let me look this up real quick. Because everybody going today. Everybody got to go. Everybody got to go. I'm going shopping. I'm going shopping. I'm picking up these jump men and getting put them all in the fire. Brother, come on, brother.
Look, listen. No, look, like Eddie, you know, with that, you know, that simple understanding right there. You know, either it is this or it's not that, right? Because the fact of the matter is this. The fact of the matter is this. Either you want what was brought by the founder or you don't. You see what I'm saying? The founder set up the Moorish American America, your ills and bays, your nationality, all of that y'all pretending from the knockoff demonstration, y'all got from the founder. Either take it all full circle or give it all back. It's your own demo. If you want a whole new national, look, the Negroes been doing it since they got up out of slavery. They was Negroes, then they was colors, then they was blacks, then there's African Americans. You too can create whatever, be who you want to be on cloud nine, but not in the more science, and not what our prophet brought us. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's simple. You know, any other culture is proud enough of their culture. You know, to not let someone disrespect and or plagiarize said culture. You understand? The so-called Irish look at you Negroes funny when y'all walking around on St. Patrick's Day with all that green on. You understand? The so-called our Mexican brothers and sisters don't appreciate when you playing with their sombrero. You understand? Like, so why should we as Moorish Americans tolerate any individuals pretending and plagiarizing and knocking off our culture and nationality, which was brought to us by our holy and divine prophet? You understand? Out of this thing called mental slavery. Like, this was sincerely a diabolical undertaking that happened to our people, and we pretend and play with it like it's okay.
Islam, my brother. That's right.
I'm just saying, man, you know.
I'm with you. I'm with you, my brother. That's why we rock. Our brother Kirkman-Bey. Come on, brother. Come on, brother Camelback. Come on in, my brother.
I'm soaking it up as well, more. You know, in conjunction, is you really want to say the audacity,
Truly.
you know, and that's why I remain humble, and I just read, you know, a couple of the prophet's words, so they can really be hurled out, so they can really be comprehended. That it's being simple, it's keeping it simple. You know, Islam is a simple faith.
Praise the Lord.
And that we make our gods makes it complicated. You know, all of these reflections and all of these books and texts and things. This is such a bubble of weakness. It's just a matter of time. Whoever's standing on it, watch out, because there's no telling what it's filled up with. You know, it's gonna bust. You know, it's gonna bust, no.
Islam. So listen, even this brother on this website right here, brother. And like I said, you know, I look at the ideal. I attack the ideal because we know if we just study a little bit, we know what the prophet brought. Even if we don't know how to implement it, we know what he brought. You know what I mean? So when I see something like this, of a Dr. Kirkman-Bey website, when I see something like this is his Moorish Holy Temple of Science tax exempt card for $50. What did it look like though? This don't look like no tax exempt card.
Card.
See what I mean? This brother, I don't know if this brother is a member of a temple. I don't know if this brother is a sheikh. I don't know this. I don't know. I know this brother do a lot of metaphysical stuff, and I think he do very well with the metaphysical stuff. But
He's
what is
not.
this for? But what is this for? You understand what I'm saying? What is this for? You know, and nobody is saying anything. Nobody. We just let people hijack our stuff. Just hijack it. Do what you want to do with it. This ain't no tax exempt card. It says on the tag, it says on the card. This is your nationality and identification card, the same one I read. It's not no tax exempt card. This is insane. My brother Hernandez, you want to come in, my brother?
Yeah, Islam. Now I was just saying he's definitely not a member of the temple, and he's made that perfectly clear, not only on the debate with him and Sarah Sutan Seti, but more recently, probably last year, he reinstated that affirmation that he's not a member. He said he does not ride a dead man. I won't say the rest, but
I remember he made that. I made that derogatory statement too. You know, but he's sitting up here with the nationality card for an identification card for the Moorish Science Temple of America and perpetrating like it's the Moorish Holy Temple of Science tax exempt card and selling it for $50.
There you go.
And nobody been out buy this stuff, man. Y'all been out buy this stuff. Anybody on Moorish World TV, don't buy this stuff, man. You know what I mean? Don't nobody buy this stuff. This stuff is gone too far. You know. This stuff is gone too far. Somebody said, answer me. Let me see. It's a question up here. So let me see. Somebody said. Somebody wants to answer a question. I wish I had the phone lines open tonight because I know y'all got some questions. But anyway, let's get into the wrap up part because I think I bust a few heads. We want to see who bleed and who gonna get some. Hey, why I signed that in my?
You see that more?
Yeah, it's signed that in black.
So you know you brought it up. He's in the chat.
You know he gonna call me tonight.
But I just wanted to just break down a little science since you brought it up.
Come on, brother, break it down, brother. Hey, let me say this. Hey, brother, you know, Hernandez, you know how I feel about my brothers. I could care less if the brothers think that they're black or not. I know who you are, and I love you, therefore, because that's who you are. Now, I gotta watch you a little bit more when you're talking that you black stuff, because I don't know. you're a little bit out there, but I love you. You know.
Well, you know, I
was gonna say one thing about my brother Sinetta, man. I be seeing a lot of people come at my brother lately, and they act like he's not the one that actually generated all the interest for the conscious community on YouTube or the internet, period. They don't want to give the brother his proper respect. I give the brother honor for opening that lane. I don't care what nobody say. I give the brother honor for opening the lane so we can do what we got to do. I ain't one of the type of brothers that be like, well, somebody would have did it. No, that brother did it. He opened the lane. Do I agree with the brother? No. Do I agree with that black stuff? No. Do I agree with the black power? No. Do I agree with a lot of stuff he say? No. But he did open the lane so we can get this information out, because people learned about Moors on Sinetta TV before there was a Moorish World TV. And whatever they learned, whether it was correct, false, or indifference, now they got the chance to learn it from the real. Period, point blank. Come on, CJ Shaw, I hear you, my brother.
Look, John, right? Learning about someone from someone else is gossip. You didn't learn anything about me or
you broke up.
There's no you learn about me to learn about anything or anyone from someone else. If you want to learn about the Moorish American of America, join the Moorish American of America. Not an offshoot group or someone that claims to have been a part, because there is no such thing as had been a part.
Right.
What is your nationality? Not what will be, not what was, not what you want to be. You understand?
That's right, my brother. Absolutely.
This is what we are. Period. Ain't no such, oh, I used to be, or I've been over there, or I studied, or I gotta, or I was. Nah, none of that. You learn it from somebody backbiting. You learn it from gossip. You learn it from slander, and Quran speaks against that. Let's be sincere. If you want to know about the Moorish American of America, join the Moorish American of America. Then you have saving power, because you'll know who you are and who your forefathers were. Islam.
Islam, brother. Islam. So my brother Hernandez there, man, break down the black degree, brother. Give me the science, brother. Let's teach the lesson before we walk out the door. We got 20 minutes. Teach the lesson, brother. Get the people stop talking about.
So, you know, if you read the top there, it says it's Sinetta black, right? Because you just brought that up. So right. Let's look at it. Now, as we look at the brother, we can see his skin tone. His shirt is black, but his skin is obviously not. We know that if we trace back in history, we know that we were called black by those who were oppressing us. The European, if he was white, and if the Moor was black, if we look at the achromatic scale for the black hues, you would see that you would end up with a gray person if they were basically biracial, if you will. Okay, but if we can look here, we're gonna confirm what the prophet said. I want you guys to look. I don't know if you can see my arrow there. See what it says?
Yeah.
Olive skin tones. This right here is the Chimera skin tone chart. So anybody can just Google that, look it up. Of the different skin tones here, and then there's other various shades of skin tone throughout here. But as we can see, as the prophet was clear on the olive skin tone, all of these from light brown skin tones. But as we can see here, not one human being falls between this achromatic scale of white to black. Islam.
Well, I see a brother, Money for Moors. You know you my guy. You say we too busy arguing rather than building. Brother, this is just for YouTube. This is just for YouTube. When we come off of YouTube, we out there building. Don't let me go to my brother CJ Shaw L page and show you some building. You know what I mean? This is for YouTube. When I'm off here, we building. When Hernandez L off here, he building. Brother, we making links connect. So don't get it confused because you see other people that do this for views. I'm going to say it again. Don't get it confused because you see other people that do this for views. We put our work on the ground. This is just the bridge that we can cross to get more people to understand that we must come together. We must proclaim our nationality. And first and foremost, that we have been so blessed by the great God of the universe that he sent us a prophet, tailor-made for our issues, tailor-made for everything that we suffered. Tailor-made for all the things that have been stripped from us. Tailor-made. How amazing is that? How amazing is that? That when you look at an Arab and they were burying babies in the sand because they didn't want daughters. They was having orgies all around inside the Kaaba. They was worshiping over thousands of idols. They was acting a fool. And then Allah said, hold up, stop, wait a minute. And they sent Prophet Muhammad to the Arabs, cookie cut, tailor-made to address their situation. You go back a little further to Jesus, Yoshua, whatever you choose to call him, but we're going to say Jesus and keep it in context. When the Israelites were being prosecuted, were being oppressed, when they were being treated downright dirty by the Roman government, Allah, the creator of the universe, sent them a tailor-made prophet to help get the hard hand of oppression up off of them. Tailor-made for that situation. Go all the way back to Abraham, same thing. David, same thing. Tailor-made by the Buddha, same thing for the people of India. Confucius, same thing for the people of China. And we was sent a prophet, tailor-made for our condition that we found ourselves in. No different than any other prophet that ever came to their people. Man, we blessed today. So I see my brother got a few other pictures up there. Maybe you want to build on that. Come on, my brother. I like that. Shaka hard mode. Look at Shaka. Look at Shaka. Hey, brother, see, this is what I like. This is what I like. I like us to tell the truth. All right, I'm going to try not to yell. Listen, family. Listen. The Prophet Noble Drew Ali is not what people have made him out to be. The Prophet, and when I say that, because I look at a lot of stuff on the internet, on social media, they try to make Prophet Noble Drew Ali like a cult figure. When the Prophet Noble Drew Ali was galvanized people on the south side of Chicago by the thousands. The Prophet Noble Drew Ali was creating businesses, and he inspired Moors to create businesses. He's talked about better homes, as the brother read at the beginning of the show, that we need better homes for our men and women. We need better education for our boys and girls. We need better jobs. Selling that stuff on the internet is not providing any of that. And people in Baltimore can tell you, I actually give people jobs. And I don't even talk about it on here. I don't do that. Ain't what all about. I learned that from the Prophet. I learned that from the Prophet. Just move. And let people see what you do. Let people recognize what you do. I ain't got to tell you nothing. See me on YouTube. See me on YouTube with my brother CJ Shaw and Hernandez L and my brother Kirkman-Bey. See me on YouTube. But if you want to, as my brother CJ Shaw said, if you want to learn some more science, come on down. Come on down to Maryland Avenue. Grand Temple 13. We got something for you. We got something for you. But you better be ready to roll up your sleeves and work. Because salvation ain't going to come falling out the sky. Got to put some work in. Come on down and help me build some of these houses where Moors can live together. And I'm going to say this and then I'm going to pass it around, then we're going to get up out of here. When I look at the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, let me show you what I got here. This right here. This is a history of the 20s of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. When I study this was written by a good researcher, my brother here in Baltimore, Maryland. We got everything here. This is what the brother was just showing. I might have just went straight to it. This is Secretary of State Moorish Moorish Temple of Science. It's old here. It's old. Let me put this screen up. It's old here. This come off, I mean, it's old here. See, it's old here. Old stuff here. You know what I mean? There's old stuff here. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so the point of the matter is, let me see what else I got here. I studies this stuff. I study this stuff because we need to understand that Moorish Science Temple in a special meeting assembled in the city of Chicago the 2nd day of 1928 for the purpose of changing the name of the said corporation. This is the corporate filings and all that. It's old stuff right here. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is what real sheiks look at, and so we can be on the same page. So where my brother at in Chicago, I'm on the same page here in Baltimore. And what we do, we're on the same page. I got it all right there. What am I saying? I'm saying that we are going to build our temples, metamorphose the temple into businesses, into a society, into a nation, and then an empire. The Moorish Empire is back. We must get to the point where we're about to live together again on the same block, neighbor to neighbor, going to the same temple on the same block. Ain't nobody wearing a bunch of GB. If there's a temple on your block, the prophet said, make your meeting, make your meeting. I go to any temple, but they gonna put me out. They ain't put me out nowhere. It is what it is. The thing is this, if we're going to build our nation, first of all, it's going to grow out of the temple. If you go to the temple, it ain't right, put your 2 cents in. But our salvation is not coming anywhere. It's only going to be found in the Moorish National Divine Movement. Period, point blank. It ain't going to be found nowhere else. And you're going to have to bring the you that you love, the higher self that you love, and sprinkle it around the temple. Some of the Moors been working so long, they're a little bit tired now. They need you to take over. Don't complain about what they not doing. Step up. Stop crying all the time. Step up. It is what it is. So let's pass it around so we can get up out here. We got 10 minutes. Brother, I appreciate this. I appreciate y'all coming on. Brother CJ Shaw L, Brother Kirkman-Bey. Any closing words, brother? Come on, brother. Give the people something to think about, brother. We got 10 minutes. Give the people something to think about. Because, brother, I'm trying to tell you what, CJ Shaw L, when I come up, I'm coming up soon, brother. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're coming up.
Real quick, right? Just something real quick that I saw in the comments. I found out take it. I saw someone was asking about offshoot groups, under a particular individual here in America. John, we won't say their names, but reflection, one of their cards on there. Hey, up there, John. We're addressing each and every one of those groups. If it's not the Moorish Science Temple of America, that's exactly who we're addressing tonight. Each and every single offshoot group. You understand? A lot of these individuals are doing some research and finding some things, etc., etc., etc. But the fact of the matter is this: the prophet is the founder of the uniting of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Everyone who founded anything else is the founder of the dividing thereof. Period.
That's right.
Either they with the prophet or they not. Like, that's just it. And if you don't want to be with the prophet, that's your business. You do that, and you slide about your business. You join. But again, about the uniting of the Moorish Science of America, before we do go, I just wanted to say real quick, my brother man, great brother man and friend, Grand Sheikh Kirkman-Bey has been here with me from Temple 10. He's been here with me for most of the interview.
Hold on. Why y'all the camera, man?
This is my man. This is my good brother right here. Hold on, let me adjust the move. John, my good brother right here, Temple 10 in the Mecca. You join for the record. You join. He allowed me to utilize the temple space. You join to address the Moors. You join. I happen to be over here in his jurisdiction.
Hold up. Now, what type of degree is that? What you trying to cover the veil? What you doing? You going behind the veil, brother? That's some ad degree you trying to give up. You been there the whole time.
Islam.
Move the veil. Hey, bro, you ain't supposed to do that degree in public. Stop.
Islam, brother.
I just wanted to, express that Moorish unity here in the Mecca. You join, like I said, I was in the area building with the Grand Sheikh, and I'm like, I'm supposed to be on the Grand Sheikh Kirkman-Bey's demonstration. I can't get on. I'm over here. He said, look, you man, me temple is Su temple. You join? So
That's
praise the Lord, man, set me up here with one of his angels. You join. One of the sheiks that walked me through Islam for the record. You join. One of the sheiks that walked me into the ADEP chambers Islam for the record. Islam, so they set me down and took care of me as a family should. Islam, praise the Lord, alone for the Moorish American of America and the brotherhood therein.
Islam, brother.
I want to camel back. I want to camel back on just one thing. I'm not going to read it, but for those who are listening or watching, first and foremost, there are rules and regulations to every nation. There are protocols, there are ceremonies and forms on how to become a part of every nation. In reference to law, our law, the divine constitution and bylaws, in the first act, and I say the first act because it's an action, it's alive, it's well, and it's moving forward. Islam. But within that first act, it gives specific instruction on authority. If for one you're listening or watching this and you don't have this before you, you've been had, you've been hoodwinked, you've been lied to. I can say it again. If you don't even have it in front of you, you are nowhere near the path.
Praise the Lord.
However, if you do have it before you, if you are familiar with it, and any identification that is in your possession that says anything about your nationality being Moorish American, your religion being Islamism, that any authority that you are claiming to have concerning Moorish nationalism, and you have not given it as a derivative from the Grand Sheikh and the chairman of the Moorish Science Temple of America, the prophet, figure that one out, and the grand body of the Moorish Science Temple of America, you are an outlaw. I say you are not standing with the prophet.
You ain't in the law.
You are not in the law. You are an outlaw.
If you can't be found in the law and you following it, you out the law, an outlaw.
And let me tell you, this was instructed for me to wear like this. It can be instructed for me to wear like this.
Islam.
For the record.
Islam. And that's the type of boys I love. Brother, I've been all type of stuff that, my brother, y'all know what, turn that thing around. Stop now. Stop. Stop. Y'all know what that. Brother, that's it. Are you there, my brother?
Yeah, I'm here, brother.
Come on, my brother. Take us out, brother. Would you let the people know something, brother?
Brother, we got an event coming up this weekend. For those who are in Atlanta, we're going to be down at the Malcolm X Day Festival. So Moorish Science Temple, Subordinate Temple number 16. We'll have a booth in the park. We'll be definitely providing literature, and we'll just be out communing with the family. We're actually going to be grilling. We're going to be offering some nice vegan offerings for the family out there that want to get something to eat, have some Moorish cuisine, Moorish American cuisine. But as far as tonight's show, it's been definitely an excellent show, and it's definitely been a pleasure to hear the brothers build and break it down, because it's good to hear other brothers that got the same passion to swing the scimitar and slice up and dice up a lot of this foolishness. With that being said, Islam.
Islam. And family, let me tell y'all something. Hold up. Now, I said I wasn't going to yell. I can't help it. I can't help it, man. I'll tell you. Listen, I know that this is Moorish American. I'm looking at this real quick. I know that this is Moorish American Muslim time. I know without a doubt or contradiction. This generation here, in the next 25 years, y'all going to see magic. Y'all going to see magi. Y'all going to see some magis work some magic in the next 5. But in the next 25, man, I'm telling you, y'all think when the prophet say imitate our prophet with some type of weirdness, like, why would you entertain another man? See, y'all ain't getting it. But y'all gonna see it in real time, live and living color. Y'all gonna see it live and living color. What I'm doing here in Baltimore, I'm going to put up the GoFundMe, but I don't expect a lot of people to chip in. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. But what I'm doing here in Baltimore, I'm starting to build a real community this fall where Moors can live next door to each other on one block. Period, point blank. That's just what it is. I'm going to tell you, what gave me the idea, it's the prophet's idea in actuality. But I remember when I went to Philadelphia to the Trek. They have a Trek in Philadelphia. Brother, y'all got to come to Philly to this Trek every year, brother. It's serious. They shut down the whole block for us downtown Philadelphia. And we just do a tour where the slaves, our foreparents' nationality were legally taken at Carpenter's Hall in Philadelphia. And last year, it was the biggest crowd ever. I know it was hundreds and hundreds of Moors there. It was a beautiful thing. And everywhere you turned, you was talking Moorish science, that ancient Canaanite talk. And when I talk about Moorish science, I'm not talking about quoting something out the Quran. I'm just talking about that nice, passionate love for the prophet talk in your tone, in your body language. I mean, it was just beautiful. And I said to myself, man, I just want to live around Moors. I want to live around those who subscribe to the teachings of the Prophet Noble Ali. I want to leave out my door and say, Islam, Miss such and such Bay. I want to leave out, come home and say, Islam, little such and such L. I want to do everything Moors. It is what it is. I don't want to go to the club, you know what I mean? Because L's and Bays ain't in the club. And if they is, they ain't making their meetings properly. I ain't got time to go there. I don't want to go there. I want to be around Moors. I would like to see the Moors make a gathering place, a hall, a banquet where we can go and mingle. Because I got a little two-step now. Don't get it twisted now. I got a little something for you. But nevertheless, I want to do everything Moors. I want to go to the laundromat, although I'm going to have a wash and dry because I don't like carrying the clothes. But anyway, I'll go stop in the laundromat, you know what I mean, where it's turbans and fezzes. I can go get me a piece of a vegan sub because I'm going straight vegan. I'm going to be a vegan sub and somebody can say, Islam, brother, how can I take your order? I ain't never seen her or him a day in my life. I want to do everything more. And in order to pull that off, we got to come to live together. We have to live together. I don't want to say, meet me at the temple. I want to knock on your door. Man, come on, man. You know we're going to be late. The prophet said, make your meeting. I want somebody yelling out the way, hey, Kirkman-Bey, come on. I know you ain't late for the temple. That's what I want to do. Somebody hanging up clothes on the line. You know, we get older sisters, they still want to hang clothes on the line. I like the smell. That's what I want to do. And so with that being said, Moors, I encourage you that in your city, try to think of the same type of idea. How can we become one and living together as one? That's how we're going to change this dynamic. And when people, and then we can do commerce. We have our grocery store. We develop our food. What is the Moorish American meal? It's not fried chicken. Don't you tell me that. Don't you tell me that, because I ain't eating that no more. And the Prophet Noble Ali said, man in his utter shamelessness strikes down to eat the beast. I'm stopping to eat that beast. I ain't got time striking down for that old no good beast. Now, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Now, I'll tell you, I'm working on it. I really am. I really am. But with that, let me share this with you real quick before I get out of here. Look, family, we always talk about our children. And y'all know I've been promoting this on the show lately. This is our brother, young Jordan Fuqua-Bey. This brother here is giving the first young people Moorish retreat in the D. That's Detroit for your old timers. You know what I mean? See, I ain't that old yet. See, I still call it the D. You know what I mean? In Detroit, Michigan, on June 23rd through the 25th. You know, there's the number there. There's the Gmail. You know, he also has a GoFundMe. Man, support the brother. Put something in the GoFundMe, because what the GoFundMe is going to do is going to help to provide food and shelter for those who come from nearby cities. The young people, the young Moors. Man, we talk about our young people all the time. They wearing their pants like that. Every time you walk around, they don't have no respect. But this is a young brother. I think the brother like 17 or 18. He's trying to bring Moors together. And we need to come and support that. He has a GoFundMe. I'm going to add it to the bottom of this page. I mean, go in there, drop the brother $5. What's $5? Y'all gonna go probably buy some Newports with it. You know y'all still smoke them Newports sometime. You know what I mean? Stop smoking them old Newports and send the brother $5 so he can help organize his demonstration. Stop playing all the time. Another thing, this is what we doing in the ATL. I'm telling you, we are going to take over the speaking circuit. We're not playing with this thing. We're not playing. And now right here is Juneteenth celebration. Spiritual Houses United. We got the brother Nasi there. Y'all remember Nasi? He did some things to Brother Polite on the stage. And if Sinetta's still in the chat, he the one that sponsored the event. Nasi came from the ATL and took bodies home with him. You know what I mean? Figuratively. You know what I mean? Metaphorically. Then we got my brother Gabriel Hernandez-El. You know, he gonna be teaching about, man, I hope he be teaching about how to eat. You know what I mean? Because the brother is a certified vegan specialist professional. I don't know his title, but I'm gonna tell you what, he's a vegan chef. That's what he is. He's a vegan chef. He knows some stuff. You know what I mean? Not only is he a vegan chef, he's oh my goodness, he's a wonderful researcher. I mean, a researcher to the point where my inbox is loaded that I can't keep up with him. Now, so I don't know what he's gonna go with, but we talk about Spiritual Houses United. And this sister right here, Dr. Naima Nefertiti Royal. Oh my goodness, we heard her on the show last week. We know the sister is going to be coming with some universal Moorish science. When I say universal Moorish science, that when the sister was speaking on the show, every time she opened her mouth, we knew that she understood the universal teachings of our universal prophet and the universal God, Allah. And then me, I'm going to be hosting. I'm telling you, I'm going to break down some of this Juneteenth stuff. Because see, Juneteenth, it reminds me of us today. Let me stop this now. It reminds me of us today that we are free and act like nobody told us we was free. Somebody got to tell us we free. See, during Juneteenth, what happened was the slaves were already free, but the slave master never told them, so they kept working in the field. And that's what y'all doing today. Y'all are free. You're free to go. You're free to proclaim your nationality. You're free. You're not a Negro no more. You never was. In fact, you're not black. You can't be. It's impossible. It's okay to be what your forefathers were, because that's who you are anyway. You're free. So that's just what it is, family. You're free. So I encourage you to find a Moorish Science Temple of America. Come on, my brother. Come on, CJ Shael.
Islam, praise the Lord. I want to tell us something quick, because you brought it back to me. With the work, I tell them that because I really like put out there too much what we doing. The community, that whole demonstration, that's what we just had that Renaissance Day event for April 15th. We've got positive legislation to where we're actually about to build a Moorish community right here on the south side of Chicago. We got 4 destitute blocks. We're about to be taking these abandoned buildings and vacant lots and rehabilitating them and renting, selling them, leasing mortgage into Moorish Americans, so we can literally build a Moorish community, like the prophet said, for the Moors that close together. We've been in contact and in constant contact with our alderman. He's behind us. Their whole office is behind us. Alderman Rod Sawyer. They're behind us in the 6th Ward. They've got several other people that's rocking with us. And again, so like I said, our whole goal is just that, the Adopt a Neighborhood program and the Section 7 project. So be on the lookout for that if you're in Chicago. Moorish American Temple number 25 right there on 71st and Stewart. If you have means and are looking to assist in the building of this Moorish community, contact us at 888-507-6196. Islam, praise the Lord.
Islam, brother, and give the temple location of where you at and where your temple at, brother. Tell the brothers in the Mecca, man, where they need to come to proclaim their nationality, brother.
Praise the Lord. We're at 402 West 71st Street, in the same building with the Culture Connection and Christ Center for Truth Ministries and Knowledge Center, Community Center. We're in conjunction with several other small businesses right there in the area, and we're going to be bringing again some different business opportunities to the area, specifically those 4 blocks from Stewart to Parnell. So it's 402 West 71st Street, right on the south side of Chicago. Praise the Lord.
And what about where you at now? Where my brother that's behind the veil? Where's the location you at now? Give him his location so brothers can come up in there. I know my brother he crossed the borderline at will. I know what he do. I know what he do. He know what he do. But where can the people come and get on board?
Islam, praise Allah. We at Templeton. That's the address right there. They can contact myself or the Sheikh, one of the members on that security, for that information as well. Islam
773-780-4775.
Praise Allah.
That's Brother Abdul Moorish Bey.
Islam. And I'm telling you, the prophets say keep the doors open. We got brothers keeping the doors open, sisters keeping the doors open around the country. Proclaim your nationality. Become a part of this great movement. Our salvation is going to come through our unity. It's not going to come through it ain't going to come through a $50 book, a $35 or $50 nationality card off the internet. I can print out 1,000 of them myself. If you want to buy some, I can't even do that. Goodness.
It doesn't mean to be your charge.
Yeah, I can't even. I got a real job though. I work for a lot, man. My pay is good, so I don't need to print up no bogus nonsense. But with that, brother, I love y'all, brothers. Y'all know I do, right?
Partners, also partners. The brother man, Hernandez Bay, the brother man who was demonstrating with us. President, I want to definitely extend my Islam to the brother man. You join for the record. The brother man was definitely laying down clear cut and clearly cut incisions on those insidious culprits. Islam, praise Allah for the brother man and that sword and then that sharp scimitar. Praise Allah, Islam.
Chop them up, gain the cards.
Islam. And brother, we got to do this again, brother. And I need to call you tomorrow because I need to set your channel up, brother. We need to get your channel jumping, brother. We need to get it jumping because you got something to give the people. We need to lock down the whole YouTube. And so we get all them insidious culprits back to working. Because all they on YouTube doing is bumping their gums. They ain't uplifting no people, trying to get a YouTube check. Ain't no money on YouTube. Get a job or create one. Brilliant, point blank. And with that, I'm gonna take y'all out with this. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take y'all out with this, and we gonna go out like this. I'm gonna piece out the chat real quick and do it like this. Let's see that. Can y'all hear that? Let's go like that. Let's go like that. Lord is the cause.
That's my brother. That's Austin Bay. Praise the Lord. That's my brother.
Irritation out of state is what we look at.
Yeah.
Why should we ever complain if we don't save ourselves? Then we ain't getting saved.
Lord is the cause of it all. That's how we rock it out. What's up, Wilson? Islam. Yeah.
Welcome to the plainest souls. with a vibration slow. Man, very many ages till we overcome his foes.
That's how we rock out. Moorish World TV. Everybody subscribe. Always thumbs up. Always thumbs up.
Out of the dark into the light, where everything unfolds. Looking to fix what was never broke.
If you ain't thumbs up, do it now. Share the video. Let people know which real boy signs it. Here's what it is.
This is the truest that I ever spoke. Hit them with the rope-a-dope. Let them know that you're trying to go. Go for what you know. Always aim high. Stay away from low. Get your lower self in control. Can't blame nobody for the things you suffer. Fires make you shake the mold. Don't notice the cause of it all. Notice the cause of it all on the soul plane. Our heritage and our state is what we look to gain. Come from a perfect source. Why should we ever complain? If we don't save ourselves, then we ain't getting saved. The hate, the fear, the pain, the love, the courage, the gain, your health, your will, your faith. Lord is the cause of it all on this soul plane. When everyone was put in position to demonstrate, dedicate himself to a cause and elevate, navigate.